Todd Kendhammer of West Salem is set to be sentenced Friday for killing his wife and attempting to cover it up with a freak car accident in which a pipe went through a windshield.
But ahead of sentencing, Kendhammer wants the judge in the case to step down. News's Madeline O'Neill is in our newsroom tonight to tell us why.
Mike and Martha, after a 9-day trial in La Crosse County in December, a jury convicted Todd Kendhammer of first-degree intentional homicide in the 2016 death of his wife, Barbara. His defense attorneys have filed this motion to recuse Judge Todd Bjerkejust, and the motion says the court catered to the needs of the media at the expense of the defendant. Todd Kendhammer's motion calling for the recusal of his trial judge, Todd Bjerkejust, starts by stating the media's coverage of this case was extensive and prosecutorial. It goes on to read, the court's actions demonstrate an unusual and abiding interest in the media and give an appearance of taking the interests of the media ahead of the individual on trial. In the document, attorneys argue media coverage relying on law enforcement evidence caused jurors to come in biased, and that Judge Bjerkejust catered to media requests at the expense of Kendhammer.
I mean, I've never heard of this type of argument at this stage of the game before.
La Crosse attorney Cheryl Gill, who is not part of the case, says that filing a motion asking a judge to step aside this close to sentencing is unusual.
Very uncommon.
The motion states Judge Bjerkejust numerously admonished trial counsel for not speaking into the microphone.
And that's perfectly valid. It can be difficult to hear.
But the document argues the judge was specifically accommodating media watching and live streaming the trial from the back room, and that preventing defense attorney Stephen Hurley from moving from the microphone hurt his argument. District Attorney Tim Grinke released a response saying the defense hasn't clearly articulated what about any of these relatively minor and common courtroom procedures created any appearance of bias, and that the motion seems to be another desperate attempt by Mr. Kendhammer to place blame on someone else. The defense's motion concludes even an appearance of bias from Judge Bjerkejust should disqualify him as Kendhammer's sentencing judge.
I think it's a big stretch.
But that decision is ultimately up to Bjerkejust himself.
I don't think Judge Bjerkejust is going to recuse himself.
Gill says now that this motion and its claims are out there, they're preserved and can be used in a future appeal. Judge Bjerkejust isn't able to talk with us about the case, and Kendhammer's defense attorneys haven't responded to our request for comment today or to any of our other requests throughout the trial.
Thanks a lot, Maddie.